gamers, we're here for video number 3. We got the Lion back at it helping us out. These are the daily changes that we're going to be testing out. Dome of the Faith is now cheaper. Big House of Learning changes with new technology. And Gazi Raider got nerfed by 5 health and Feudal. This is the one we're looking for right here. War Elephant. Tusk Attack now deals damage in an area. Let's see how good this is. Let's see how OP it is. And if it's OP. Oh. Okay, just stay there, cat. You're good. You're a good dog. Alright, so Dome of the Faith. We're gonna put it right here. So again, if you look, the scholars now cost 65 gold, down from 80 gold. So Dome of the Faith received a little buff right there. And then we're gonna go House of Learning. So again, House of Learning, it did not used to give influence. You had to build it like close to the influence range. Now it gives influence as well, which is very nice. Love that. Love that. We're gonna get all the upgrades. We're gonna get some of these upgrades. There we go. Okay. So, what do we get? Okay. So, Reinforced Foundations is this one. It used to be 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And now it's 1 minute and it says 20 here, but on the website it says 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I am not sure which one is correct. Oh, I guess, okay, yeah, it is 1 minute 30, but it's because I have Scholar inside, that's why. There you go, kitty. So it's 1 minute 30. I'm gonna remove Scholar so we can have a better idea. Then Tranquil Venue Base. Research time used to be 3:45, now it's 3. Must restore plus 4 health every second for units that are out of combat. Then we got Hearty Rations, which is this one. Increase the capacity of villagers by 10. It went from 3:45 to 3. Honed Blades, which is probably the most important one in House of Learning, is now from 5 minutes to 4 minutes. Increases men-at-arm damage by 3 and Lancers. And then we got the new technology, 2 new techs in House of Learning. One is Mahouts, which is elephants move 10% faster. So let's make a couple. Okay. Oh, and supply wall. A couple of houses right there. So the elephant move speed is exactly 1. Okay? Exactly 1 right there. If we get this, they get a movement speed of 1.1, which, I mean, you can see they do run faster. It's not something, you know, they're not going to be flying, but it is a new tech in House of Learning. And one of the techs they did remove is the Lookout Tower tech, I think it's called. It increased the range of your towers by +1. So Men-at-Arms move speed is 112, so they basically have pretty much same move speed as Men-at-Arms. So to give you guys a clear perspective on their move speed, which is pretty good. Especially for a thick cavalry unit. Now, there's another upgrade that they added, which is Pikes. And this one increases the range of your archers and your crossbows by 0.5. And it takes 4 minutes to research it. So, this is something that I talked in the Mongol video. But having an upgrade like this will not make you straight up win the game, but it will give you a pretty good advantage in fights. And this is why. Let me get a couple of archers. Can we have 10 archers and 10 crossbows, by the way, Lion, please, on the middle. 10 archers and 10 crossbows. So I'm going to show you guys why and how. So this will not give you... Oh, wrong unit. Oh yeah, Ghazis now have 135 health, by the way, from 140, so they did receive a nerf. So you will not straight up win the battles because you have 0.5 range. What you will do is you will always attack first in a fight, which is very big in archer versus archer battle. You upgrade to elite. That's fine. We can test that later. A man-at-arms upgrade. Okay, bring the cavalry over here to the middle. So another change that War Elephants got is the Tusk Attack now deals damage in an area. So one thing to understand. Bring me one knight, and the moment I charge hit you, move away, okay? So the Tusk Attack is the auto attack, not the charge attack, which is very important. So if you guys don't know, because we never see elephants, the elephant is 3 attacks. The Tusk Attack, the charge attack, and it has the spearman attack, which is this guy's poking from above. So the spearman does 65 damage versus cavalry. So I'm gonna charge and move away. So this attack, I actually don't know who hit that. That's the spearman hitting. That was the Tusk Attack. That's the charge attack. That was the spearman. So the spearman and the charge should not do AoE damage. But can you bring me 10 knights now? But the Tusk, which is auto attack from the elephant, should do AoE damage. And we're about to test what kind of AoE damage that is. And in what kind of, like how much the splash is. Is it like this? Is it like this? How many units can it hit? Actually, give me just 3 knights now. Just 3 knights. Let's see with 3 knights. I'm gonna attack the middle one. Is it not doing AoE damage or am I blind? Okay, it is hitting this one. It was hitting it for half, it seemed. Can we do that again? The range doesn't seem massive. Because in the first 3 knights, it was not hitting the one of the knights. I'm not gonna do the charge attack. I'm gonna let him charge me. There's something weird with... He's doing 2 damage? It seems like it's only doing 2 damage. Can you bring men-at-arms? Bring me 10 men-at-arms. Even though they're upgraded, it's fine. They seem like they're not doing damage. Corbin says that's weird for me to work. Let me actually upgrade him to Imperial. Oh. Wait, do other elephants do splash? They don't, right? They shouldn't. Let me build a couple of houses. Get all the upgrades, by the way. Get every upgrade in the game. Only war. Okay. Alright. Give me 10 men-at-arms. Just A move. I'm just gonna A move and see what happens. Mind you, it's a bit weird because the spearman is also doing damage. Let's see. That's the charge. It's doing 16 damage right now per AoE. Right? 186. Okay, it is based on how close the unit is, but it is not overwhelming amount of damage. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a buff, but you're not gonna, you know, mow down whole armies with splash. Let's do, give me those 8 men-at-arms again. Yeah, I don't know how much this will change in castle. Let's go again. This is the charge attack. And now the splash. I mean, you can see it more. Like you see this guy got splashed. So it's not no damage, but again, you're not gonna, it's not gonna be like 50% of damage, which I understand. If they dealt massive splash damage, you're just gonna mass elephants and kill everything, right? Okay, let's do 5 elephants versus 15 knights, I guess. Let's see. Charge attack also deals splash? Okay. Let's go. Yeah, it does do splash, okay. So elephants are supposed to beat these knights. Supposed to being the main word. I mean, I could micro, but the elephants are gonna destroy the knights. Yeah, so that's the thing. I know this might seem like it's no AoE damage. It is a little bit. Like, if the enemy army has 10,000 health and you shave off 500 to 1,000 health with AoE damage, that's still a lot. Now, the problem is, so let's say your main attack did, what, 53 damage? If the damage splash was half, you would kill a spearman. Can you bring, like 20 spearmen? And if the elephants are killing spearmen, then it's like, that might be a problem, you know? Yeah, so I'm assuming that the splash gets affected by the armor. And spearmen only have 3 armor with upgrades. So they should actually, the splash should deal a lot more against them. I'm not gonna charge because, well, I'm gonna get piked. You can see it a lot more, I think, here. Can you? Yeah, it's hitting for like 20 now. Let's see. 132. I think it's hitting for more on the average. That's crazy. 20 spears lost to 5 elephants. I guess 5 elephants are more expensive. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, Winston. Like, if you buff them more, then it's like... splash damage in RTS games is a very fine line, right? It's like, one is okay, and then you buff it by 10%, and then you're just killing the whole army. Because of the way that the damage is going to stack, right? The more elephants you have, the more AoE you're going to do. I mean, I always said this. I think Delhi elephant, like Delhi late game Imperial, super Imperial, is in my opinion probably the strongest civ, like unironically. Now I don't know if with all these new changes, but before I would probably say it's the best civ. Elephants kill everything because they just kill everything. Like, they have 3 different attacks, even the ranged elephants. It's just getting to this point is insanely hard. Insanely hard. I mean, this is a pretty cool buff. I think war elephants suck, right? So giving them any buff is a step forward, right? And they cost 400, 350. Now, these elephants, the range ones, cost 400, 600. One thing to note, which I haven't mentioned, the House of Learning movement speed buff affects every elephant, right? So the ranged elephants move 10% faster, which means you can kite the units a bit better. Which is, again, a pretty good buff for them specifically. I don't think it's that big of a buff for melee elephants, the move speed. But the range one is pretty nice. So I love that. Now, can you make 10 archers and then crossbows, please, with every upgrade? So let's try the archer thing. So again, Delhi archers with the House of Learning landmark have 5.5 tile range. Now, I did not go Tower of Victory, but they would also have 20% attack speed if I went that too. So Delhi archers and crossbows with House of Learning and Tower of Victory have 20% extra attack speed and 0.5% range, which is obviously quite good. Alright, just do land formation and just aim move. So you see this first attack that's happening. Whenever you have ranged battles, and let's assume this is not 10 versus 10, but this is like 40 versus 40. 40 units shooting first, you will kill few units, which means less damage will be coming onto your side, right? Which is quite big. Now, obviously, in this one, maybe the target fire or something didn't work out. Yeah, his units were attacking the focus fire, and mine were, well, they were not. But if I had a Tower of Victory, I would dent him in pretty badly. I might win. It's gonna be a draw, as all things should be. So, yeah, his archers basically were auto-attacking a lot better, so my archers were dying out first, but you saw the first attack. Let's do 10 crossbows. So again, you'll see it. My crossbows will get the first auto, and if you have bigger amount of units, this can change the outcome of the battle. And also it makes it a lot better for the kiting in situations like that. Now obviously now it's not going to make a difference, but if you maybe do one of these, right? See what I mean? I'm still getting off the first shot. I'm overkilling a lot and he's not again. That's funny. So yeah, I think this buff for archers is okay buff. It's not massive. I would say the elephant changes are a lot bigger for Delhi. And the fact that all upgrades in House of Learning are faster is a lot better, right? Because you'll get the value from the upgrades a lot quicker. So I think in the future, some stuff that I want to try is I want to try going 2 TC Delhi into House of Learning, like men-at-arms plus elephants maybe, or men-at-arms plus archers and crossbows with the extra range. And I think that might be a playstyle that might be a thing from now on. So, sorry, Delhi might have gotten a new playstyle. Like, Delhi has been the same forever. So, hopefully, these changes are going to be enough to push Delhi into, like, more macro-oriented style or just more 2TC play instead of just going for sacred sites and just kind of staying there and hope you win there. Now, let's go out quickly. And let's host another one, the line. I want to check something else too. I'm going to check out the Byzantine changes too while we're here. So I can give you guys update on that too. Imperial Hippodrome, the Triumph will now generate every 25 seconds, which is the ability on the Hippodrome. Cistern of the First Hill will now give you 6 flasks to heal, starting from 2 to 6. Now this is the biggest one. Which is Cataphrac move speed increased to night speed. And then Border Settlements, which is the house upgrade, is now more expensive. So Triumph again now is gained every 25. And then we're going to age up again. We're going to age up with Cistern. Sure, whatever. Okay. Boom. Ooh, they are faster. I mean, you can see it already. So their movement speed is now 162 and they used to be 1.5. Now this might not seem like a big change, but it allows them to be a lot more mobile. So part of why Cataphracts are not used in pro play is because they don't have a charge attack. They do have more health, but they are also more expensive. They're 180, 150. They have 360 health, which is a lot. The problem is, when you harass villagers, you can't kite, and if the enemy is going for knights, what would happen is they would just chase you down because you have low movement speed, and they have charge, so they can just catch you, right, and kill your Cataphracts as you're running away. But now they have same movement speed as knights, which obviously go for a charge. So now, if the enemy charges you, you can just run away, and even if you don't make it, you can just trample to Q away, right? To avoid that. And now, the units can't charge you anymore, but now you can chase them with this. Now, obviously, chasing without charge is a little bit rough. Even if you trample, you can close the distance a little bit. Let's just fight, by the way. Let's just fight. So you can close the distance with Cataphracts, but you're not necessarily going to, you know, be able to catch up and win. Oh, the thing is healing. This is the gulp, by the way. Let me use the Triumph as well. So the gulp that says is the Cistern landmark that automatically activates when your units get low. They drink a flask and it regens 25 health per 6 seconds.
This game, but here to support Bro Beasty.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. That was 10 knights versus 8 Cataphracts, and Cataphracts destroyed them. So look, this one, it's gonna gulp. You can turn it on automatic, by the way, or you can let it be. And look how much it heals. So this is the landmark that got changed. When you built it, you used to get 2 when you aged up. Now you get 6. And you can turn it on here so it's automatic. So it heals, what, 125? No, not 120, 150, right? Which can be pretty useful. This is something I'm definitely going to be testing on my stream. Can we do 10 knights versus 7 cataphracts? And I'm going to use the triumph ability too, which increases their damage, movement speed, and health regen. Although I only have 5 tickets. And each ticket increases duration by 1. Okay, well, it is what it is. Okay, get over here. And I'm gonna have the auto-use gulp ability. You can micro your knights, by the way, if you want. Let's see. So you can activate gulp manually, so like this one. And you can charge them out as well, which is kind of neat. Wait, are Cataphracs OP? So yeah, and again, I know this might not sound like oh, couldn't you do this in the last patch too? You could, but it changes a lot when a unit gains more movement speed, because you can harass easier, you can run away easier. Like a lot of the times when I make cataphracts now, or before the patch when I play, it's like you can see how clunky they are. They're just like thick AF and you can't move away. Or if this was right, well, I always do they do damage, but if you can't outrun horsemen or knights or any units, you're always gonna either lose them or take massive damage on them. I obviously had Gulp here, and I had the Imperial Hippodrome, which is not something you're always gonna have. But I do want to check. I do want to test Imperial Hippodrome landmark. I'll test this one too, but I think the Cistern is probably not that good, and you still want to go the one that produces free mercenaries. So we'll see. Maybe the new Byzantine style is going to be mass cataphracts, and some units to go along with them. Yeah, I think Cistern is probably still not good. Like, I would rather have longbows, you know. So yeah. Anyway, the Lion, thank you again for helping out. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Guys, that was the Byzantine and Delhi changes. I'm going to be testing all of these, and if I find some styles that I really like for example Delhi 2TC or Byzantine Cataphracts, I'm going to be making guides. I'm going to be making guides for those civs as well. And any civ that I find something useful, for example Malian, I'm 100% making a guide, will be coming in with that content as well. So check me out on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm probably live right now. Twitch gamers, let's keep going.